Hello guys, myself Ankit Chaurasia, 6th year, 2B group. My topic is atherosclerosis. Definition: you can see here, atherosclerosis occurs when the blood vessels that carry oxygen and nutrition from our heart to the rest of our body becomes thick and stiff, mainly because of fatty streak. In this condition, blood vessel lost their flexibility and elasticity. Atherosclerosis is a specific type of arteriosclerosis, but the term are sometimes used interchangeably. Atherosclerosis refers to the buildup of fat, cholesterol, and other substances. Our artery wall, we can see here changes in our arterial wall. Number one tick, we can see here normal condition, and number two, we can see initial some fatty substance are there. In third, we can see almost completely blocked of arterial wall, and in number 4 we can see here almost blockage of arterial wall. Now, types of atherosclerosis. Mainly it is coronary artery disease, carotid artery disease. Sometimes it occurs in renal also. Now we discuss about one by one. Coronary artery disease in condition occurs when the coronary artery of the heart become hard. The coronary artery are blood vessels that provide the heart's muscle tissue with oxygen and blood. Plaque prevents the blood flow to the heart. In carotid artery disease, we can see the carotid arteries are found in your neck and supply blood to the brain. The arteries may be compromised if plaque builds up in their wall. The lack of circulation may cause a decrease of blood flow, oxygen, and other important nutrients to the brain. Now, third type, peripheral artery disease. Peripheral means our arms, our legs. Mainly it seen in legs. Our legs too far from our heart. So when plaque formation in lower leg, then there will be numbness because of less blood flow and oxygen. And it happens because of hardness, and sometimes it happens in kidney disease because renal artery supply blood to kidneys filter waste products and extra water from our body, but when the plaque formation is there, then kidney functions may alter, lead to the kidney failure. Now we can talk about symptoms. The most important symptom is chest pain, uh, and other symptoms like shortness of breath, fatigue, confusion, muscle weakness in arms, legs, and lack of circulation. Epidemiology, if we see epidemiology, we can see it is one of the deadly disease because we can see here in data of United States, every one of every sixth death is because of this condition. Each and every year estimated 7 lakh 85,000 Americans will lost their life because of MI. We can see factors, risk factor are maybe non-modifiable, modifiable. Non-modifiable risk factor like age. We can't change anyone's age. We can't change anyone's gender. We can't change anyone's family history. We can't change anyone's genetic material. And modifiable, we can change these conditions like hyperlipidemia, hypertension, cigarette smoking, diabetes, increase or decrease in C-reactive proteins, and in additional, we can see risk factors like inflammation. It is also preventable, like high lipoprotein. It is also preventable. stressful life, obesity, we can change this condition also. Now here we can see pathogenesis. In first pick, we can see normal endothelial cell. Normal cell, just injury happens there. We can see in number three where injury happens, some fatty streaks adhesion will be there. And in three and fourth number, we can see fatty streaks are start depositing. After start depositing, there will be a condition called immigration, in which alpha and beta mutilase occurs. Because of this, we can see fibrin. We can see in sixth condition, there will be fibrin cap formation. Mainly, we call this capping. And seven, we can see the capping, and the cap is little bit ruptured, and that substance is coming out of and flowing in blood vessel. Here we can see cellular changes, chronic injury, then there will be endothelial dysfunction and increase in permeability, and then fatty streak, deposition, then capping. Here we can clearly see different components of different components of this hypothel uh, different components of arterial cell wall, uh, arterial wall. We can see changes in media, we can see changes in intima, we can see endothelium, we can see lumen. Let's talk. At the site of injury, there will be increase in permeability, increase in LDL, and after LDL increase, there will be release of cytokinins, IL-1, MCP-1, and then this IL will oxidize the LDL. LDL will uptake the lipid, then there will be formation of foam cells. After formation of foaming cells, this will increase in our cellular matrix, extracellular matrix. We can see here, after synthesis, there will be leakage, cholesterol efflux via HDL. Now talking about morphology. Morphology is, we can see in morphology mainly fatty streak. Earliest lesson, we can see fatty streak. Fatty streak, nothing but it is droplets of fat. We can see the histopath slide of that fat. We can see this arrow. This is the fat deposition. Here we can see cross sectional, we can see longitudinal section, and that changes what we discussed earlier. Atherosclerotic plaque, it is nothing but it is just droplet of fat which covered with fibrin cap, and the size will vary zero point 0.3 to 1.5 centimeter. Here we can see histopath slides of different fatty streak, different endothelial walls. Here you can see clear fibrous cap, means this is stable plaque. This means this is sticked. It can't move from one place to another place. After rupture, this substance which is capped now open, so it can travel to the heart. Now here we can see clinical importance. Hemorrhage into the up plaque, rupture of overlying fibrous cap of the thin walled vessel in the area of neurovascularization can cause extra plaque hemorrhage. Here you can see rupturing of that fibrin cap, and this deposition nearby the. Here we can see consequence of atherosclerosis disease. Firstly, we see normal artery, then you can see fatty streak, little bit deposition. Then there will be fibrogenesis. Here you can see fatty plaque, fibrofatty plaque means here fibro fibrosis occurs. Then we can see advanced vulnerable plaque means it now it is ready to rupture. Then we can see aneurysm. Aneurysm means uh, when blood vessel loses their elasticity, then the blood vessel become loose, and after rupturing you can see swelling of that area. Now talking about screening and diagnosis. For diagnosis, mainly we can do electrocardiogram, stress test, and coronary angiography. The coronary angiography is must. Other tests like blood test, chest X-ray, echocardiogram, ejection fraction, and in treatment, earlier I told you this is because of lifestyle changes. Like if I quit smoking, drinking, and if we maintain diet, then we can modify these changes. And after that, medication and angiography and bypass surgery. If it occurs in coronary artery, then we can go for coronary artery angioplasty, and sometimes rotational burr, sometimes stent, sometimes balloon. This is the types of treatments.